Benedetti Cecchi, that's how you pronounce it, by the way, was calling adaptive management. And I wonder if it's possible to imagine a program architecture. I think we would all agree that the horizontal, without the mechanism of the horizontal projects, today would not have been possible. That this ability of aggregating that granular on-the-ground stuff without betraying it is actually quite unique. I've never seen that happen in a European program. The ability to get the essence out of what's going on and to get the lessons and to let the fishermen be fishermen at the same time without doing everything is working. But what we need to introduce into that, I think, this agility of adaptive management, of throwing out new themes, of creating new challenges for us to rethink who we are apart from the objective task in the hierarchy where we originally wrote the proposal. And that would turn the whole program into a living lab in a certain sense, where we are sort of working together, designing the program itself. The program management is just yet another level up there. And I think Panoramed is sort of exploring this in the idea of transversal things. They've got their thematic things in transversal, which is different than the horizontal projects, which is looking at methods. And I think if we were to have some possibility to look at methods on their own or some kind of support across the communities for methods, that could be useful. Just to close with the performance we saw this morning and how that helped us with the contribution of 3 artists in totally different areas to see things with new eyes.
Okay, Jesse, that was a super summary of the last session. You can stay where you are, actually. So thank you very much to all 3 of you. Now we come to the last part of the day. We're going to just get some final words. Jesse, you mentioned Panoramed, and actually, if I can call on Antonio Del Pino to come up on stage, because we're going to hear a lot about Panoramed, more about Panoramed tomorrow. Mr. Del Pino is the Vice Head of Unit of the European Territorial Cooperation General Direction of Community Funds with the Spanish Ministry of Finances and Public Administration. You can actually come over here if you like, Antonio, because you can use the podium here if you want to, yeah. And then also Curzio Carvelli, who is the head of the Joint Secretariat of Interreg Med. He's going to talk a little bit again about what's going to happen tomorrow. So. Whichever you want. Do you want to talk from here, or would you just... You speak from there? Okay.
Yes. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. This is just to make a very, very short announcement regarding this new experiment we are launching in the Mediterranean, which is Panoramed, a very ambitious and innovative project set up by the 12 countries within the North Arch of the Mediterranean. And it is a layer on top of everything which has been said today here. It implies a major breakthrough regarding the governance of on the Mediterranean in order to address properly and successfully also the huge challenges the Mediterranean is facing. But we don't want to give you more information than needed beforehand. We prefer to keep tension on that, and we hope you are here tomorrow in order to know more about that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That's great.
Yeah. Okay. Good afternoon again. I would like to inform you simply that tomorrow morning at 9:30 we'll open the conference with 3 speeches. One of the Italian Ministry for the Cohesion, Mr. De Vincenti. After the Madame Agnès Rampal, President of the Euro-Mediterranean Commission for the region of South Provence-Alpes-Côte d'Azur. And finally, the elected representative for European Affairs of the Regione Emilia-Romagna, Mr. Patrizio Bianchi. So 30 past 9. Thank you so much. Enjoy your evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so it just is left to me to just give you a few housekeeping details before we go. So registration, I think you have to register again tomorrow, is at 8:30. Make sure you keep those badges and you bring them in. And because we've got a long day tomorrow, can I ask you to really try and be ready to go by the time we start tomorrow morning, because we'll have a lot to get through. So keep your badges, and if you could hand back your headsets, your interpretation headsets, to the team outside the auditorium today. You can pick them up again tomorrow. So I think now you can have a cup of coffee, do some useful networking, chat to people whom you've met, and enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, 1, 2, 3. You can take down my mic.
On the floor and around. She told me her name was Billie Jean. Now she caused a scene that